The Bangladesh Nationalist Party's acting chairman Tarique Rahman has returned to Dhaka, ending his 17-year-old exile. Amid rising violence and protests in Bangladesh, which way will the wave now move towards remains to be seen. This has happened following the killing of student leader Osman Hadi. For 17 years, Tarique's face has appeared on Bangladesh Nationalist Party posters in Dhaka and beyond. But Tarique's voice was unheard. Now receiving a rousing welcome, BNP leader Tarique Rahman struck a message of unity, saying the country must come together. Invoking Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream," Rahman said he has a plan to fix the country and vowed justice for the murder of the student leader Osman Hadi. Tarique called for building a new Bangladesh rooted in unity and mutual respect among all religious communities. Tarique Rahman, the son of former Prime Minister of Bangladesh Khaleda Zia and once seen as the dark prince of Bangladesh politics, ended his self-imposed exile. It is a defining moment for violence-hit Bangladesh and the BNP, coming weeks ahead of the crucial elections in February, which is also pivotal for India's regional security and stability. Now remember, Khaleda Zia is very unwell, but Tarique Rahman is seen as the political heir of Zia and will lead BNP in the upcoming elections in Feb. Now, Tarique Rahman addressed a rally of BNP supporters where he demanded justice for Osman Hadi's death, promising he would build a Bangladesh where everyone would be safe. Sample the reactions.
এই দেশে মুসলমান, বৌদ্ধ, খ্রিস্টান, হিন্দু সহ বিভিন্ন ধর্মের মানুষ বসবাস করে। আমরা চাই সকলে মিলে এমন একটি বাংলাদেশ গড়ে তুলব আমরা, যেই বাংলাদেশের স্বপ্ন একজন মা দেখেন, অর্থাৎ একটি নিরাপদ বাংলাদেশ আমরা গড়ে তুলতে চাই, যে বাংলাদেশে একজন নারী, একজন পুরুষ, একজন শিশু যেই হোক না কেন নিরাপদে ঘর থেকে বের হলে নিরাপদে ইনশাআল্লাহ ঘরে আবার ফিরে আসতে পারে। কয়েকদিন আগে এই বাংলাদেশের 24-এর আন্দোলনের এক সাহসী প্রজন্মের এক সাহসী সদস্য ওসমান হাদিকে হত্যা করা হয়েছে। ওসমান হাদি শহীদ হয়েছে। প্রিয় ভাই বোনেরা, ওসমান হাদি চেয়েছিল এই দেশের মানুষের জন্য গণতন্ত্র প্রতিষ্ঠিত হোক, এই দেশের মানুষের গণতান্ত্রিক অধিকার প্রতিষ্ঠিত হোক, এই দেশের মানুষ তাদের গণতান্ত্রিক এবং অর্থনৈতিক অধিকার ফিরে পাক। মার্টিন লুথার কিং তার একটি বিখ্যাত ডায়লগ আছে, আই হ্যাভ এ ড্রিম। আজ এই বাংলাদেশের মাটিতে দাঁড়িয়ে আপনাদের সকলের সামনে আমি বলতে চাই, বাংলাদেশ জাতীয়তাবাদী দলের একজন সদস্য হিসাবে আপনাদের সামনে আমি বলতে চাই, I have a plan for the people of my country.
Bangladesh is at crossroads with Rahman's return testing the BNP's ability to mobilize peacefully and the interim administration's promise to deliver a credible transfer of power. While the government has pledged a free and peaceful election, recent attacks on media outlets and sporadic violence have raised concerns about law enforcement. A December survey by the US-based International Republican Institute suggests the BNP is on course to win the largest number of parliamentary seats, with the Islamist Jamaat-e-Islami party also in the race.
A nation on edge. Streets unsettled by violence. Institutions under strain. And now, a political return that could change everything. Rahman's return comes at a time when Bangladesh is seen to be at a crossroads. Radical Islamic groups are increasingly visible on the streets, while the interim government led by Muhammad Yunus faces criticism over legitimacy, governance and foreign policy decisions taken without an electoral mandate. Tarique Rahman has made one thing clear: foreign policy will change if the BNP returns to power. At a rally in Dhaka earlier this year, Rahman unveiled his Bangladesh First doctrine, The slogan marks a sharp departure from the current interim government's outreach to Pakistan and a clear contrast to ousted PM Sheikh Hasina's India-centric diplomacy. With the Awami League banned from contesting, the political battlefield is now centered around the BNP, while Islamist outfit Jamaat-e-Islami waits on the sidelines. Once allies of the BNP, Jamaat has refused to join any traditional electoral front this time. Against this volatile backdrop, Tarique Rahman is positioning himself as the face of democracy's return. Once jailed for 18 months and forced into exile in 2008, Tarique Rahman's return now places him at the very center of Bangladesh's future, tasked with uniting a deeply polarized nation, countering radical forces, and restoring an elected government. Bureau Report for NDTV.
From the shared sacrifice of 1971 to the politics of erasure in 2025. Bangladesh's liberation legacy and its historic bond with India now face their gravest test. Several war memorials have been destroyed, from Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's statue to Indian Culture Center in Dhaka. Take a look at our report.
A historic park surrender, a big moment for India. Birth of a nation. Bangladesh born out of a bloody war, Pakistani genocide of Bengalis. India opened its doors to 10 million refugees fleeing those Pakistani atrocities. India trained, armed and backed the Mukti Bahini. India went to full-scale war. Nearly 3,900 Indian soldiers died so Bangladesh could exist. Two countries bound by shared sacrifice as the moral foundation. That was December 1971. December 2025, that foundation is now being deliberately dismantled. The Yunus government has made it a state policy to destroy symbols of the 1971 war, erasing Bangladesh's origin story and India's role in order to pander to Islamist radicals. The recent anti-India protests and attacks on Indian missions are not isolated events. It's been happening for over a year since the ouster of Sheikh Hasina. Anti-India and anti-liberation war sentiments are being flamed and radicals have been given a free hand. As Hasina fled the bloodthirsty mob, they went after the father of their nation, Banga Bandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, dismantling his statues and setting his ancestral home on fire. The emboldened radicals have attacked Indian cultural centers, memorials erected for the liberation war martyrs. War murals have been defaced. In 1971, Jamaat-e-Islami collaborated with the Pakistan Army. In 2025, Yunus has lifted the ban and brought Jamaat's ideology back into the mainstream. Founding principles of liberation war, nationalism, secularism, socialism and democracy today stand in ruins. Hindus are being attacked and killed with impunity as radicals have all but staged a coup and Yunus just watches from the sidelines. Institutionalized erasure of Bangladesh's history is actively playing out with a clear purpose of erasing its indelible links with India. It's not a diplomatic shift, it's a betrayal. NDTV Bureau Report.
The CBI is set to move the Supreme Court against the suspension of Kuldeep Singh Sengar's life sentence in the Unnao rape case. The Delhi High Court on Tuesday granted bail to the former BJP MLA, suspending his sentence while his appeal against conviction remains pending. The CBI and the survivor's family had strongly opposed the bail, citing serious safety concerns and past threats. Remember, the Unnao survivor had called the High Court's decision "call or death" for her family and has announced plans to approach the Supreme Court. Yesterday, the survivor and her mother were removed from a protest in Delhi where they were demanding justice and protection. Meanwhile, a petition has been filed in the Supreme Court challenging the bail granted to former MLA Kuldeep Singh Sengar by the Delhi High Court. Take a look at our report.
काश हम सब देख पाते कि अगर सीबीआई सच में सीरियस होती, ऑपोज करती ना उस चीज़ का, जब वो आर्ग्यूमेंट्स चल रहे थे, जब वो इस चीज़ की तरफ बढ़ रहे थे, तब उनको करना चाहिए था। अब खाना पूर्ति कर रहे हैं, या मैं कैसे बोल दूं, बट जहाँ तक कि मेरा माइंड कहता है इतने सारे केसेस को देखते हुए कि सीबीआई ने भी बहुत अच्छा काम नहीं किया। पर अगर अभी भी उनको जागृति हो गई है और अगर वो जा रहे हैं तो एक अच्छी बात है, एक साइन है। ये सिर्फ दिखाने मात्र ना हो, सच में वो इसको अपोज करने के लिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट जा रहे हैं या सिर्फ दिखावा मात्र कर रहे हैं, जाना तो पड़ेगा ही उनको। तो बस इतना है, मुझे थोड़ा सा संदेह है।
देखिए, जहाँ तक मैं उनके बाहर आने की बात करती हूँ तो मेरे ख्याल से कोर्ट में मामला चल रहा है और कोर्ट इस बात को अच्छे तरीके से देख रहे होंगे कि क्या उनकी सारी प्रक्रिया है जो भी है। लेकिन रहा सवाल पीड़ित परिवार का, तो पीड़ित परिवार को तो मैं भी सुनिश्चित करना चाहूंगी कि माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी की नॉलेज में ये है और उनको सुरक्षा भी दी गई है और उनके परिवार को मुझे लगता है कि कोई खतरा नहीं है, क्योंकि उनको ये मान लेना चाहिए कि अगर हमारे मुख्यमंत्री जी अगर किसी बात को कह रहे हैं तो उस बात में कुछ ना कुछ तो दम है। तो उस लड़की के जैसा जो भी आह्वान था, जो वहाँ वो बिटिया थी जो उन्होंने कहा, तो उनको लेके सारी उनकी सुरक्षा सुनिश्चित है। तो मुझे लगता है, रहा सवाल उनके बाहर आने का, तो मुझे लगता है कि कोर्ट से अच्छा डिसीजन कोई नहीं लेगा और जो कोर्ट का फैसला है वो सर्वमान्य होगा ही, जो भी कोर्ट डिसाइड करेगा।
मैं जैसे हाई कोर्ट में जजमेंट हुआ है, मुझे आहत और मुझे दुख हुआ है कि ऐसा जजमेंट हुआ है और देश में पहला ऑर्डर हुआ है जो रेप के आरोपी को जमानत दी गई सजा रोकते हुए।
मैम, सीबीआई ने भी कहा है कि हम इस चुनाव,
सीबीआई पहले क्या कर रही थी? सीबीआई का आईओ मिल चुका है कुलदीप सेंगर से। अभी मैंने अपनी तरफ से कोई सुप्रीम कोर्ट में याचिका दायर नहीं की है। अभी मेरे महमूद प्राचा सर जी याचिका दायर करेंगे, उस पर बहस करेंगे। मुझे उम्मीद है कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट से मुझे न्याय मिलेगा।
Actor Shivaji continues to lecture on women's clothes. Despite an apology, Shivaji continues to lecture and moralize women. In the latest, Shivaji has said that girls should not wear clothes that provoke and that middle-class values must be respected. Remember, a few days back, Shivaji had faced backlash for his remarks at the film's pre-release event, where he said that beauty lies in full clothing, not displaying physical assets. The actor had later apologized for his comment. In his apology, the actor alluded to Nidhi Agrawal mobbing case to defend himself. Reacting to this, Nidhi Agrawal took to Instagram reacting to the actor's clarification, saying that blaming the victim is called manipulation. Singer Chinmay Shripada has also reacted to Shivaji's comment, saying that Shivaji has exposed his misogyny and it shows how unsafe it will be for women to work with him. Let's listen in on how Shivaji made a U-turn and apologizing for his remarks on Nidhi Agrawal.
దయచేసి ఇంకో విషయం చెబుతున్నా, అమ్మాయిలు హీరోయిన్లు ఏ బట్టలు పెడితే వేసుకొని పోతే మనమే దరిద్రం అనుభవించాల్సి వస్తమ్మా. ఏమనుకోవద్దు, హీరోయిన్లు అందరూ మీరు అనుకున్నా నాకు పోయేది లేదు, లాగి పీకుతాం మనం, అది వేరే విషయం. కానీ మీ అందం చీరలోనో మీ అందం నిండుగా కప్పుకునే బట్టల్లోనే ఉంటుంది తప్పితే సామాను కనపడే దాంట్లో ఏముండదమ్మా. అవి వేసుకున్నంత మాత్రాన చాలా మంది చూసినప్పుడు నవ్వుతూ అంటారు, కానీ దేద్రముండ ఎలాంటి బట్టలు ఎందుకు వేసుకుని కాస్త మంచి వేసుకోవచ్చుగా, బాగుంటావు కదా అనే అనాలనిపిస్తుంది లోపల.
నిన్న సాయంత్రం దండోరా ప్రీ రిలీజ్ ఈవెంట్లో హీరోయిన్స్ ఈ మధ్య కాలంలో వాళ్ళు ఇబ్బంది పడ్డ సందర్భంలో 4 మంచి మాటలు చెప్పాలని చెప్తూనే 2 అన్పార్లమెంటరీ వర్డ్స్ నేను యూజ్ చేయడం జరిగింది. డెఫినెట్గా ఎవరికైనా వాళ్ళ మనోభావాలు దెబ్బతింటాయి. నేను మాట్లాడింది అమ్మాయిలందరినీ ఉద్దేశించి కాదు, హీరోయిన్స్ బయటకు వెళ్ళినప్పుడు బట్టలు జాగ్రత్తగా ఉంటే మీకు ఇబ్బంది ఉండదేమో మా అమ్మ అనే ఉద్దేశం తప్ప నేను ఎవరిని అవమానపరచాలని కాదు. బట్ ఏదైనా 2 అన్పార్లమెంటరీ వర్డ్స్ దొర్లినాయి. దానికి మై సిన్సియర్ అపాలజీస్.
ఫిల్మ్ యాక్టర్ ఫ్రమ్ తెలుగు ఫిల్మ్ ఇండస్ట్రీ. In Dandora pre-release event, Dandora is my film. In Dandora pre-release event, I said,
don't wear bad dresses. Wear nice dress and go. If you want to go in public, go with nice dress. At the same time, and I said 2 unparliamentary words. I said sorry, but whatever I said, the statement, I stood. బట్టలు వేసుకున్నా
గౌరవంగా ఉండాలి ఆడవాళ్ళతో.
అంటే చాలా మంది నిన్న కామెంట్స్లో కొన్ని పదాలు వాడారమ్మా, నాకు ఆశ్చర్యం వేసింది ఆ పదాలు. ఎప్పుడన్నా సాయి పల్లవిని ఎవరన్నా టచ్ చేశారా? ఎప్పుడన్నా అనుష్కని ఎవరన్నా టచ్ చేశారా? ఎప్పుడన్నా సౌందర్య గారిని ఎవరన్నా టచ్ చేసిన సందర్భాలు విన్నామా? ఇలా చాలామంది లయాని ఎవరన్నా ఆమెను చూడగానే మా ఇంట్లో అమ్మాయి అని అంటారు. ఆవిడ మీరా జాస్మిన్ నిండుగా, మలయాళీస్ అందరు కూడా బయట నిండుగా శారీస్ కట్టుకొని వస్తారు. నేను మిమ్మల్ని అందరు అమ్మ దండం పెడతా, మీరు ఎట్టొచ్చినా మీ ఇష్టం, నాకు సంబంధం లేదు. అలాగే ఒక నిమిషం లక్ష్మి గారు, ఒక నిమిషం నన్ను మాట్లాడండి. అలాగే భూమిక గారిని ఎన్నోసార్లు వచ్చింది ఆవిడ, ఎవరన్నా టచ్ చేశారు ఆవిడ్ని? నేను అంటున్నాను, ప్రొవోక్ చేయకూడదు. ప్రొవోక్ చేసినట్టు అనిపించినప్పుడు మీరు అన్నదానికి కుర్రాళ్ళు ఆహా నువ్వు ఇలా ఉంటావా, వాళ్ళు పందాలు వేసుకుంటారు. పిల్లలుండి చిన్నపిల్లలు, మన పిల్లలు వాళ్ళు. నేను అంటాను మనం ఎందుకు అవకాశం ఇవ్వాలి అనేది నా ఉద్దేశం తప్ప మీ ఇష్టం అండి. మీరు బట్టలు వేసుకున్నా, ఇంకా మంచి బట్టలు వేసుకున్నా, ఆ తర్వాత మీ ఇష్టం, మీ ఫ్యామిలీ, మీరందరూ సమాజానికి అగెన్స్ట్గా వెళ్ళినా ఉన్నా. నేను మాత్రం కోరుకునేది ఒకటి, ఈ జనరేషన్ ఆడపిల్లలకి, అమ్మా నేను ఒకటి చెప్తున్నాను, మిడిల్ క్లాస్ ఎక్కువ ఈ దేశంలో, మరీ ముఖ్యంగా మన తెలుగు పిల్లలు. నేను చెప్పేది ఒకటేది, మీరు పాటించమని నేను అంటల్లా, జరిగే అనర్థాల గురించి మాత్రం చెప్తాను. జాగ్రత్తగా ఉండండి, ఇంతకన్నా నేను చెప్పేది ఏం లేదు. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Slipping into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. Keep watching NDTV. Big nuclear boost for India. India has successfully carried out a test of the K4 submarine-launched ballistic missile from INS Arighat in the Bay of Bengal on Tuesday. The K4 has a range of 3,500 kilometers and a warhead of 2 tons. Having a range of approximately 3,500 kilometers, the K4 significantly extends India's undersea strike capability. Listen in to my colleague Shivarur detailing more.
Submarine-launched ballistic missile was tested by India at some point yesterday. We have to say, of course, that there is no official word, not a whisper about it. I have got it from my sources. People have looked at my tweet and done some independent corroborations through their people, and I've seen a few news reports emerging on some portals about it. But yeah, there's absolutely nothing in the system about it.
No, but
I don't know what that means.
No, but so that's the key point. There are 2 points over here. Firstly, was there a likelihood of a submarine-launched ballistic missile test? Yes, because the NOTAM was announced, and as we've seen in the past, the range of the NOTAM was increased. This is close to 3,500 kilometers. The start of the NOTAM, notice to airmen and sailors, was just outside Vizag. So technically, that's what a submarine-launched ballistic missile test would do.
Yeah.
Couple of questions. Number one, would it actually be off a submarine, or would it be from an underwater pontoon? Assuming it's a larger K4 missile, we don't know. I would assume that they'd want to test the missile from the submarine itself. Yeah. If they haven't gotten there, then in a sense, the program isn't as mature as we'd like.
I'm hearing it was from a submarine.
Well, that's brilliant, and because that's exactly what your naval nuclear deterrent is all about. My only other point, Shiv, is we don't know if it was a successful test or not. As we've discussed in a previous episode, submarine-launched ballistic missile tests are extremely difficult.
Yeah.
You can meet some requirements, not other requirements, meet some standards and not. If it's not 100% test, then we've got a ways to go. But that's not a negative comment. It's a fact. I mean, the Russians, the Americans, the
But
French,
we don't have a precedent for any submarine-launched ballistic missile tests being, I think, apart from the K-15.
No, we
None
had
of the
another
K4
test
tests have been
approximately
announced.
a year back. There were news reports about it. In fact, at the Navy Day press conference, I did ask the Navy chief a question on record. And what seems to have emerged is that there was a test, but while certain parameters of the test, as I understand it, were successful, it's unclear whether it was entirely successful. Now, there is a cloak and 2 cloaks or 3 cloaks of deception involved in all information flows when it comes to this. So even if it were 100% successful, there's every reason they would keep that quiet as well. So one shouldn't assume that they're keeping quiet because it's not worked. They could quite possibly, even more likely, be keeping quiet because it worked perfectly well.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we do know is that a test did happen. At least I know it happened.
Yeah.
We don't have any other corroboration on that. I've stuck my neck out and put it on social media.
Slipping into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. Keep watching NDTV and follow us on our social media handles for latest news.